Hello and welcome to Gentle Yoga with Tanya. I'm Tanya. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Before we get started, today's practice is going to be more in the yin family, meaning we are going to hold our poses for a bit longer than we usually would, and it's beneficial generally to have something to sit on, to put your hips in a really nice comfy position and make sure that you're not putting too much stress and strain, more than we're looking for challenge, not strain and stress, right? So if you have a folded blanket or a nice pillow or both or something, I mean, my goodness, look, it's like shopping for blankets here with me today. Tons of choices. So just make sure you have something on hand that you can put under your hips or under your knees if you need to. Have a block handy. We are going to be doing a forward fold. So sometimes having a block to rest on can be beneficial, or even a chair. If you have a nice solid chair you might want to use, you can bring that on over. And the word for the day is challenge. So that we are giving ourselves a little bit of a challenge, but not so much, again, that it's stressful or that it's straining things. And we for sure want to always avoid pain. So when we are in these poses, if at any point you do start to feel pain, please come out, as quickly as you can, but with a nice grace, right? A nice ease, so that you're not exacerbating any situation. And we are not going to be doing any standing poses today, so keep that in mind. And that's it. Let's get started. So we are going to start with just a nice little breath, a little meditation. So I'm going to place my right hand on my heart, my left hand on my abdomen, and I'm just going to breathe here. Just noticing that really nice movement of my hand that's on my belly. With each inhale and exhale, with each inhale it goes out, and with each exhale it goes in. And you can let your chin come to your chest if it's okay for you. You may want to set your intention for class today if you wish. Now is a great moment to do that. As I said, mine is going to be challenge. Meeting challenge, accepting challenge. Conquering challenge. Just breathing here. And allow your mind to notice how your body feels on your mat. Notice that weight that is settled into place on your mat. Notice the sounds in the room around you. Take them all in. As if you're gathering all of these sensations, sounds, and bits of information from the outside. And then turning it all inward to you and how you feel. How do you sit with the sound? How do you sit with the sensation? The feel of your breath. the gentle, consistent pulsing of your heart underneath your right hand. Just noticing. Your shoulders. Is there tension there? Can it be released? Just taking it all in. And on your next inhale, let your neck come back up to neutral. Let's just roll the shoulders a little bit. Open and close your jaw, releasing any tension that may have gathered there. And let's start by just warming our hands. We're going to place them on the back of your neck, right where your skull meets your spine. We're going to make a little gentle pulse, right? This little gentle, I sometimes say squeeze, but it's less than that. It's just this really nice pulsing action that you're making from the base of your skull down to the tops of your shoulders. Just really smooth, easy, nothing stressful. We are creating a moment of release here. Right? Making sure that your breath is nice and steady as you do this. Beautiful. Shake that out. And I'm not going to mirror you on this little breath sequence that we're going to do, but just take your right hand and cross it over to your left shoulder. Take your left hand and cross it over to your right shoulder. And then we're going to inhale here. So take a nice deep inhale, and as you do, let those arms rise above your head. And then exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. So release your arms. If going all the way up feels really uncomfortable, or you feel some really undue tension or strain here, it's okay. You can just go this far if you wish. Whatever feels right for you in terms of how far you go is exactly what's going to work for you in this moment, okay? So let's do the other side now. Let's cross your left hand to your right shoulder, your right hand to your left shoulder, and we're going to inhale up. Shoulders are down and separated, teeth are unclenched, and we'll exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. So let's take one more breath sequence here. We're going to do our ocean breath, which is a really beautiful, calming release of a breath. And what we're going to do is just inhale through your nose. And at first, just exhale through your mouth with a Okay, so inhale through your nose. And then exhale with a, right, like that fogging mirror kind of effect. In fact, this time, let's hold your hand up here, like as if this is your mirror and you're trying to fog it up, yeah? So let's breathe in and exhale. Perfect. Now this time, when we exhale, close your mouth, right? So it's still as if we're trying to fog our mirror, but we're doing it with a closed mouth. So let's breathe in. Nice. Do it again, breathing in and out. One more time, just like that, breathing in. Very nice. So from here, we are going to begin in butterfly or cobbler, whichever. So your feet are face to face, spine is nice and straight, and how close they are to your body or how far apart they are from your body is completely your call, your comfort level, your challenge moment. And I will say that since we are holding this for quite some time, if you have any vulnerability in your neck or your spine or any kind of fragility there, or just a ton of tension and folding over is uncomfortable for you, please, please, please keep your spine straight in this fold, right? So there's a couple ways you can do that. You can just go this far and keep everything kind of nice and in line here. You can use props if you have them. You can use pillow, right? So you just want to avoid rounding the back if you have any kind of tension there. I am going to sit, I'm going to choose my blanket and hop up because I really, I feel like I get a deeper stretch. It's a really great way to also, if you have any kind of hip issues or there's any kind of like stiffness there, this is a really nice way to get a nice gentle stretch without putting added stress or strain there. So if you have that and are ready, we're going to take a nice deep breath in here. Spine is nice and long as if someone's got a beautiful little string who's pulling you nice and straight up there. So inhale. Exhale forward. We're just going a little bit here. Inhale up. Exhale forward. And this next time, inhale. We're going to release all the way. I am rounding my spine and dropping my chin to my chest. My hands are palm up so that I remember to not stress or strain on this and that I allow the movement to just be natural. We're not actively engaging here, we're just allowing. And we're going to be here for several minutes, so get a nice deep breath going. Find the place that sits comfortably for you and just breathe. And notice on the exhale if your body is on its own, releasing even more. That it's just this natural movement with your exhale as we stay in this pose. Just releasing any tension in your hips, your thighs, in your neck. Couple more breaths here. And on your next inhale, very slowly place your palms down and using the strength of your arms, come back up, making sure that your head is the very last thing to come up. Nice. So let's just do a little release here, just some windshield wipers. Nice. Great. Now go ahead and take your right foot, pull it in just as far or as far or close, you're far, as feels comfortable for you. If you do feel any undue tension or strain in your knee, you can always bend it a little bit, flex your foot. That's fine. If this leg is feeling a little uncomfortable, you can actually leave it out, or you can put it out a little farther. You can also, so many choices, you guys. You can also put a pillow under your knee if that works. Feeling better for you, that's fine. Please do so. Whatever is going to keep your body in a comfortable position so that when we do provide this challenge of sorts, and elongation and stretching, that your body can do it without being distracted by other things like pain and stress. So let's inhale here. Exhale forward. And we're going to release all the way. We're not going to do our 3 prep because we just found where we sit best. And you can adjust a little bit. And again, if it's not comfortable for you to release all the way, go ahead and just keep it neutral in this way. That's fine. You do want to make sure that your hips and your sit bones are completely flush with your mat or with your cushion, whatever you're sitting on. If you start to feel it rise up a little bit, you want to just make sure you're grounded, and that may mean coming up a little bit. That may mean only going this far. It might mean a lot of things. So let's go ahead and release here. Just a couple breaths here. We're going to go to the side in just a second. And on your next inhale, walk up just a little bit, just enough so that you can safely transition so that you're turned toward your left leg. And then go ahead and release here. Option 2, turn to the side, and you can hold your toes if you want, holding your big toe and just feeling that nice long stretch along here as well as in your leg. Just breathing here. It's really releasing into the pose, letting it happen. And on your next inhale, if you have turned to the side, go ahead and face your knee. And if you're already facing your knee, you can begin the journey placing your hands back on the floor and very slowly making your way back up to an upright position. Stretch those legs out, give them a little shimmy. You can windshield wiper with the extended leg, making sure you're hinging from your hips. Rolling the toes, rolling the ankles, switching directions. Beautiful. Very nice. Now let's go to the other side. Inhale, exhale for just a little bit there. Waking everybody up. Now let's go to the other side. So I'm going to keep my right leg straight, bringing my left leg in. You may need to adjust on your seat. We're going to inhale here. And exhale, facing towards your right leg. And you can keep it towards the leg, or if you would like, you can bring a little twist into it, whichever feels better for you. We're going to stay here for several breaths. And again, if this puts any strain on your knee, you can always put a pillow under your knee. You can bend the knee. Flexing the foot helps. Whatever works best for you. And if in these poses you find that your mind is wandering in a way that you're not excited about, you can always give yourself some things to say to keep your mind focused. And it can be as simple as breathing in. I know I am breathing in. Breathing out. I know I am breathing out. Breathing in. I know I am breathing in. Breathing out. I know I am breathing out. And on the next time you breathe in, you can walk your hands back. Come on up. Side to side. One more forward fold, and then we'll change it up a little bit. And so this forward fold is going to be this leg straight out in front of you. Again, you can roll the ankles and shimmy if you'd like a little bit. Roll the shoulders down. And you can, if you wish, you can use a block in this case, or you can put your pillow in here to rest your hands on, a chair if you don't want to, it depends on how far forward you want to go. If none of that suits you, you could even put a pillow here. So we're going to inhale here, arms up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale up. Finding where it's right for us, and then this time exhale all the way forward. You can do this if you wish, if that's easier for you. You can have the pillow under your head if that's easier for you. Again, the point of this is to provide a challenge that's still a reasonable one, right? A challenge without pain, a challenge for our focus, and a challenge for our stability in a pose. Breathing in. I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out. I know I'm breathing out. And notice as you breathe out again, if your body is coming closer to your knees, your head, your whole body. Notice if your whole body is coming to your knees, guys. Kind of just meant your head. Just notice if you feel your body becoming more settled and more at ease in the pose. And on your next inhale, just very, very gently begin to walk back up to a nice upright position. Very nice. So from here, you can sit either easy cross-legged pose, or you can take your right leg and cross it over your left. You can also keep your legs out straight like this too if you wish. I'm taking my blanket out for this one. So go ahead and cross your right leg over your left. And then you're going to inhale up. Let your left hand come to your right knee and twist. Let that right hand come back. Mine is settled by my hip, and I'm looking out over my right shoulder. And just breathing here. And on your next inhale, bring your right hand up, follow the path of your fingertips. As it lands on your mat, go ahead and unwind your legs and then switch to the other side. And again, you can keep your right leg straight and cross right here. That's fine. If you want to bend, you can bend. Whatever works. So inhale up, Spine is nice and straight, teeth are unclenched. Let your right hand come to your right knee, give it a nice little hug. Let your left hand come back by your hip, looking out over your left shoulder. See if you can deepen the twist just a little bit on the exhale. Nothing forced. Not a requirement, just a see if it happens kind of thing. And on your next inhale, go ahead and raise your fingertips up. Follow the path. And release. Beautiful. Stretch those legs out. We're going to go into cat-cow. So come on up into table. I'm scooting to the end of my mat because our next pose we're going to do might require a little bit more space. So anyway, come into table, shoulder above your wrists, hip above your knee, and your knees are about hip width apart. And you can tuck your toes if you wish, or you can leave them flat. It's whatever you choose here. We're going to take an inhale here. Neck is looking forward towards the end of your mat. And then exhale, tuck your chin to your chest, tailbone under. Inhale, come all the way through. Arching your back, letting your chin come up, letting those lips curl up into a smile because this feels amazing. And then exhale, tuck. Using that ocean breath that we talked about at the beginning of class. There you go. Sound has power, my friends. Our wavelengths, our brain wavelengths will love it. And exhale. One more, nice and easy at your own pace. Inhale. And exhale. And then inhale to neutral. Very nice. So before we get to the Sphinx pose, we're going to put your big toes together. Let your knees come out to the width of your mat. Just take an inhale here. And as you exhale, come all the way down. Let your right hand go underneath your left shoulder. Let your right side of your head come to your mat. And we're just going to relax here. Just a couple of breaths. Feel your lower hips just sinking into the pose. Just telling yourself, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And on your next inhale, come to center. Take a nice breath here. And then as you exhale, you can stretch that right arm or keep it back. Let the left side of your head come down to your mat and just breathe here, nice and steady. Just allowing your whole body to sink into your mat. Breathing in and breathing out. If you have a favorite saying or poem, when we hold poses like a long time like this, it's a nice idea to have one in your pocket to kind of help you focus. One of my favorites is may today there be peace within. May today there be peace within. May you trust you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you trust you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities born of your faith. May you not forget the infinite possibilities born of your faith. And on your next inhale, come back to center, stretch it out, take a nice long breath here. And then from here, just move your way down onto your stomach, stretching out the length of your mat. We're going to come into Sphinx pose. So for Sphinx, you want to think about your elbows being below your shoulders and in close to your body, right? You don't want them to be like way up here. You want them to be nice and close to your body. My fingers are out in front of me. I have a nice wide base here. And my neck is in a nice neutral position. If this feels too intense, and we are going to be here for a bit, take a break and then come back up. If this feels too much, you can lower how high you are, okay? But you always want to think about your neck just being nice and neutral. You don't want to overextend it or tuck it in. That does not feel good, trust me. So let's just stay here and breathe. Shoulders are working to be away from your ears. We want to avoid that. The Sphinx hunch, right? Our Sphinx is nice and spacious between the shoulders and the ears. And we breathe in. My brain is calm. Breathing out, I smile. So breathing in. My brain is calm. Breathing out, I smile. more breaths here. And on your next exhale, let's lower down. Turn your elbows so that your head can rest on your hands. Turn your right ear on your mat and let your left leg bend a little bit and come up. And we're just going to take a break here for a couple minutes. Just breathing and resting, releasing that lower back. This is a fairly intense stretch on your lower back, so you want to give it a minute to breathe here. And on your next inhale, come back to a neutral position. Turn your elbows in towards your chest again, making sure they're underneath your shoulders. And on an inhale, come up. We're going to breathe here again. And you can widen your legs or bring them in closer together. Whatever feels most comfortable for you. You can also tuck your toes under or leave them toes down. Just want to make sure that you're as comfortable as you can be, providing challenge without stress or strain. And this is for sure a challenging pose. And so we give our brain some little brain sugar here. Breathing in, I'm calm. Breathing out, I smile. Breathing in, I'm calm. Breathing out, I smile. In, calm. Out, smile. And on your next exhale, go ahead and lower. And this time, let your left cheek or ear come to your hands. And let that right knee bend and come up to your side. And just enjoy this moment. And next inhale, just undo the pose here, and you can just roll over on your back. And just let your legs come down, keep your feet together. We're going to take a nice inhale here, shoulders are down on the mat. Exhale, clap your hands together. As you exhale, reach your hands over your head. And you're just going to lean a little bit as if you are say, a tree and your branches are being just blown slightly to the right. And you can release the arms a little bit if that's better for you, or you can keep them up over your head. And then you want to bring your legs in a little bit. You're kind of making a shape like a banana with your body here. Banana pose, right? So there's just this tiny little curve right in here. And again, you can keep your hands above your head unless that's uncomfortable for you. And if it compromises your shoulders, go ahead and just put them here, but keep that nice little twist or, inward twist here. Okay, breathing here. We're not in this for a ton of time, just a nice, long enough to get a nice little stretch. Breathing in and out, nice and steady. May today there be peace within. May today there be peace within. May you trust you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you trust you are exactly where you are meant to be. May you not forget the infinite possibilities born of your own faith. And on your next exhale, come back to center. Bring your arms down if they were up. You can open and close your hands, roll your ankles a little, and then inhale. Hands together, and then let that tree blow a little bit to the other side. Let your feet come a little bit towards the other side. And again, if this is not comfortable, if this is providing stress or strain rather than challenge, especially for your shoulders, you can bring them down here or here. Just keep that nice little body angle happening. Breathing here, nice and steady. And on your next inhale, bring the arms and the legs back to center in your body and bring your knees in. Give yourself a nice hug and a sacral massage. Just go ahead and rotate those hips. And you can place your hands on your knees, fingertips facing towards your feet if you wish. And then just switching directions. Beautiful. Let's stop the motion. We're going to breathe here. And as you exhale, bring your knees towards your chest. Let me hear that ocean breath. Knees away. Knees towards. Again, knees away. Exhale, knees towards. Knees away. Exhale, knees towards. Knees away. Legs up, exhale. Inhale, legs down. Exhale, legs up, release the hands. And you can bring your arms into cactus arms, or you can let them stretch out like a T. I happen to have a wall in my way, so I'm going to do cactus arms because it's easier for me. Even though I appreciate the challenge of trying to figure out how to get my arm through the wall. I'm going to stick with cactus arms. So breathing here. And then I'm going to lower my legs just a little bit. Take an inhale here. Straighten my right leg. And then let my left knee come over. Nice little twist. You have an option here to sort of bind your legs like as they are in eagle pose, or you can just leave it here like this. You can bend both of them if that's easier for you. You really just want to make sure that you have a twist happening and that both of your shoulders are on the mat. As you breathe here, you can, if it's safe for your neck and it feels okay for you, you can look towards your opposite side. So I'm looking over my left shoulder. And on your next inhale, bring it back to center. And then you can straighten your left leg out and let your right knee bend for the twist. Also, same options, you can bind if you wish. You just want to make sure that your shoulders are nice and flush with your mat. And you can look out over your right arm if you wish. Breathing here, just a couple more breaths. Noticing your breath, breathing in and out, breathing in and out. Noticing that when our breath is steady and even, our thoughts, our emotions are also steady and even. One more breath here. And on your next inhale, just unwind and go ahead and allow yourself to get comfortable for Shavasana. Lying down in whatever way works for you. If you want to leave your legs up and your hands on your hips, you can. But if you can stretch them out, palms facing the ceiling, shoulders are down. You can allow your eyes to close if it's okay for you, and just notice your breath here. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold.
and release. 2, 3, 4, hold. Again, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and release, 2, 3, 4. You can even place your hand on your belly if you want to feel that motion, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and release, 2, 3, 4, hold. Now go ahead and allow your breath to just become natural. Allow your body to settle into your mat. And just notice how you feel. Notice how each part of you feels. Physically, emotionally, where you are in this moment. And as you take stock of how your body feels and your mind feels, think of these words, I am. And with every breath in, say, I am. I am. I am. I am. And you can leave it at that. It is a complete thought, I am. But if you wish to add some words to it, with every inhale, give an I am, and on the exhale, complete the thought. I am a fighter. I am a survivor. I am grateful. I am. And slowly begin to awaken your body, bringing your knees into your chest, rocking from side to side. Dropping all the way over to whichever side feels strongest for you today. Pausing for one more moment. Absorbing all the benefits of your work here today. And then very gently rising to easy cross-legged pose. And just taking a moment here. If you set an intent at the beginning of class, just thinking about what that was and where you are now with it. Breathing in and out. And raising your hands to your head, reminding and asking that your thoughts be clear and kind. And as we go through our day and our week, may our words be clear and kind. And may our hearts be brave. May our intentions be clear. And may our intentions be kind. Thank you so much for joining me today. Until next time, namaste.